What's up guys, DK Jones here and welcome to the Singapore Grand Prix weekend preview. We are back at the Marina Bay circuit with the picturesque scenes in Singapore. We're going to be back with the softest compounds of tires, C3, C4 and C5. Race distance to be determined as per the F1 app because there is a new track layout for the season, 62 laps of course for the rest of the race. Last time we were here, Sergio Perez brilliantly won in Singapore ahead of the two Ferraris, with Leclerc ahead of Sainz. In terms of the weather, it's looking a bit iffy. Weather in Singapore always does seem to be unpredictable. Drivers' Championship after the Italian Grand Prix. We still have the last three without any points. Then you have Magnussen and Tsunoda on 2 points, Zhou on 4 with Bottas on 6, Hülkenberg on 9 points with Albon up in 13th, Piastri in 12th and Ocon in 11th position. In the top half we have Gasly in 10th position with Stroll in 9th, Lando Norris with 79 points in 8th, George Russell behind the two Ferraris who are behind Lewis Hamilton, who is chasing Fernando Alonso in 3rd position, Sergio Perez in 2nd, and Mr. 10 out of 10 himself, Max Verstappen, leading the Drivers' Championship. Constructors Championship, we have AlphaTauri at the bottom with 2 points, Alfa Romeo 1 point behind Haas with Williams in 7th, Alpine in 6th with McLaren in 5th position, Aston Martin moving down 1 position with Ferrari jumping them, Mercedes in 2nd and Red Bull leading the way in the Constructors' Championship. Hotlap of the Singapore Grand Prix, one of the most demanding tracks on the calendar, on the right hand side of the relatively short main straight, taking as much speed through the first corner and then going through this hairpin of turn 3, moving over to the left hand side as we go past the DRS detection zone to the DRS straight that we have just arrived on. First Singapore Grand Prix was in 2008. It was also F1's first ever night race. I believe that's where Crashgate happened. Into sector 2, lots of 90-degree corners on this track, followed by 1 or 2 longish straights, very similar to Baku in that respect. Most wins of the Singapore Grand Prix comes from Sebastian Vettel, but as you can see there isn't a track record. That's because there has been a change to the track layout, which no one has been speaking about. In fact, I didn't remember it until I started making this video. Where there used to be 2-3 corners, it's now been straightened out into one long straight in sector 3 that is followed by the last 4 corners of the track to help overtaking. I believe as we go belting past the straight I just mentioned, we'll also see much faster lap times due to this change as we go into the final 4 corners, as we approach a quite quick final bend to end our hot lap of the Singapore Grand Prix. Qualifying predictions for the Singapore Grand Prix, and last season in Singapore qualifying did not go so well for one Max Verstappen, but this year I think it's going to go his way like most of them have this season, ahead of his teammate Sergio Perez, who seems to do well at street tracks. Ferrari in 3rd with Charles Leclerc, Alonso in 4th with Hamilton in 5th, followed by Sainz, Lando Norris, Alex Albon getting to Q3 again, with George Russell in 9th and Hülkenberg in 10th. Race predictions, and with the weather being a bit of an unknown and Singapore known for giving us a few crazy races like we got last season, I think it's going to be quite entertaining. Although I've gone for a Red Bull 1-2 with Verstappen ahead of Perez, Alonso on the podium with Leclerc in 4th, Alonso getting driver of the day, Max getting fastest lap. Last time in Italy I got 3 out of the 6 predictions, correctly predicting a Red Bull 1-2 and Leclerc to finish 4th. Weekend schedule for the Singapore Grand Prix. On Friday we're going to have FP1 at 17:30 to 18:30 and FP2 at 21 to 22. On Saturday we're going to have FP3 at 17:30 to 18:30 and qualifying at 21 to 22, and on Sundays the race at 20. Now these are track times in Marina Bay, Singapore, so you're gonna have to find out what times these are where you are. But if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave your predictions down in the comment section below. And from me, DK Jones, I'll see you next time.